Holiday savings continue from our friends over at Isotope. From now until January 5th, you can get all 3 Catalyst Series products for $129. You can get the Element Suite for $99. Go over to isotope.com and get some of these wonderfully and reliably designed products for yourself. Go to isotope.com and enter code FRET10 at checkout, izotope.com. Dig it, my doggies.
John here, and we've got a new sponsor, DistroKid. Now that you've finished your latest Pirate Math Sponge Core Twitch trek, it's time to get it out there so everyone can hear it. DistroKid helps musicians get their music on all the major streaming platforms, and artists keep 100% of their royalties. And because you're a High Gain listener, you get 30% off. Just go to distrokid.com/VIP/highgain. That's distrokid.com/VIP/highgain. And now DistroKid has an app. The DistroKid app is available for iOS and Android. You can download it at distrokid.com/app or in the App and Play stores.
Oh, hey, it's me, Ed Peterson.
Aloha, Ed.
Aloha, John. It's the High Gain Podcast.
Yes, it is the High Gain Podcast.
Where do we record from?
Not Hawaii.
Weak.
Beautiful West Seattle, Washington.
Beautiful West Seattle. Yeah, like I just got back from Hawaii.
Yeah, you look tanned and rested.
Do I?
Well, more tanned than normal.
I don't know.
Let's say a darker shade of white.
Yeah. SPF 50 and umbrellas, and there's a tree. Run to the tree and get under the tree. I love being out in the warm. Direct sun on my pale white body, not so much.
No.
We talk about guitars.
We do talk about guitars.
I went to a ukulele store.
I saw the picture you sent me, and I thought, oh, man, is he going to do it? Did you?
I kind of looked at them, and the dude in the store was super nice and all that, but it's like, I've got 2 ukuleles that I never play. Do I need 3 ukuleles I'm not going to play?
Maybe not.
Yeah. If I were going to get one, maybe something in that baritone range would be kind of cool. But I didn't do it. That sounds great. It's a P90, which we love. Single pickup, volume tone.
Volume tone, kind of.
Oh, no, really?
It's a switch.
Oh. So it's just 2 settings. Sick.
Yeah. Dark sounding.
Low notes. That's great. My tone positions tend to be 10 or 0 anyway.
Yeah.
You are a fan of the 50%. Put the thing in the middle.
Usually when we're recording our episodes, but otherwise I'm kind of the same as you. It all goes to 10 and left there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we're a couple of lowest common denominator boys.
It's perfect. I don't think I've ever heard of, seen. I don't know anything about Dwight.
Yeah, it's a Dwight guitar, and we're going to talk about it a little bit
Okay.
today.
I'm excited. I like it when there's a thing I've never heard of. Beverages.
Beverages, Ed, yes.
I've got a coffee and a crow mug.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. You know what I didn't see in Hawaii?
Coffee?
Any crows.
Oh.
Saw a lot of birds. Saw pigeons. A lot of little birds. Some colorful birds. Every parking lot you would go into. Chickens. A lot of wild chickens in Hawaii.
Wow.
Everywhere.
Are you allowed to kill wild chickens and eat them?
It didn't come up. I don't know. I imagine that might be frowned on. Maybe not. I don't know. Going to Maui, I definitely had that USA imperialist feeling. You know, there's signs like, let locals pass. on the road, you know, and I'm like, yeah, I feel almost a little bad about being here. Everyone was lovely. I just had the thing of like imperialism stuff, you know, cheap pineapples and bananas. I guess that's more important than sovereignty.
What else did you bring?
I've got a Huel protein shake. It's just chocolate with Huel greens in it. Didn't put raspberry, no fruit.
I gotcha.
Yeah, what about you? What do you got going?
I too have coffee,
Uh-huh.
like I do.
Uh-huh.
And Monica and I have taken to doing the grocery deliveries.
Oh, sure. Yeah,
So,
yeah.
that'll save some time.
Yeah.
And so I ordered a whole case of poppy ginger lime for a healthy gut.
You love those things. We need to get on the horn with the Poppy folks and let them know. Yeah. So you've got a Epiphone.
Dwight.
So
who's Dwight?
I don't know.
Dwight is a cat born in 1917.
Oh, what's he up to?
Dwight? Oh,
Yeah.
he's probably hanging out doing stuff.
Oh, no, we lost him?
2001.
2001. You said he was 1917?
Yes.
So 82?
Yeah.
Born in 17. What was his name?
Full name, Charles Sonny. They called him Sonny.
Mm-hmm.
Dwight Shields.
Okay. Shields is not a very common name. I only know Kevin Shields.
Yeah, I think he became known as just Sonny Shields.
Not Dwight.
Not Dwight.
Mm-hmm.
Except for, his name on these guitars.
Right.
Into the 30s, he had his own orchestra.
13 years old and he's got an orchestra? Yeah, I guess this is back in the day when you're considered an adult at like 7, right?
Yeah. I saw a bill from like 1937. Sonny Shields and his unique orchestra.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Playing all around the place, apparently.
Okay.
He was born in Illinois. As far as I know, was an Illinois guy his whole life.
That's great.
Yeah.
I think Illinois is a lovely state. It's got Chicago.
It's got Chicago in it. It's got other towns.
Chicago? Man. Isn't the Blues Brothers in Illinois?
Yeah.
Who were the Nazis they hated?
The Illinois Nazis?
Was it just Illinois? It wasn't
Yeah.
like town name? I was trying to remember. Is there a town they hated specific? No, just Illinois Nazis. Okay.
World War II comes along.
Yeah.
Our man Sonny patriotically signs up for the Army
Okay.
and does his bit.
Yeah.
Made it through okay. He came back, and around 1948 or so, he founds his own company, Sonny Shields Music Incorporated,
Okay.
in East St. Louis, Illinois.
There's another city.
Yeah,
East St. Louis.
right across the river from St. Louis, Missouri.
Really?
Yes. So he found Sonny Shields Music Incorporated in East St. Louis, and his gig is lessons. He's really into teaching the kids.
Sure.
He develops his own method, the Sonny Shields method for making music fun for children.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
They taught big classes. He had his own set of instructors, and it was a whole endeavor.
Sure.
All kinds of lessons. They would teach you the stuff.
That sounds great.
It was so successful that by just 1956, a little less than 10 years later, he had given tens of thousands of lessons, had more than 50 instructors, and thousands of students each year.
Tens of thousands.
And we know that in 59, just 3 years later, just a hop, skip, and a jump away from East St. Louis in Kalamazoo, Michigan, was Gibson. And they introduced the Epiphone Coronet.
That's what this looks like.
It does look like this, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, we talked about the Coronet, the first year Coronet, and we talked about the reissue.
The first gen Coronet, as opposed to this one that's the way more rounded.
Yeah, the rounded horns.
Guy like me, way more into that original body style, the slab. What about a guy like you?
Yeah, I think so too. Our example is cherry. So by 1960 or so, you could get a Coronet in cherry.
Yeah.
Whereas that first year was black only.
When did they go to the rounded body style?
That was 1960.
Okay, so it was 1 year they had the slab body?
Yeah.
Man.
Also, they ran out of New Yorker pickups, so they switched to P90s. I don't know if you knew this, those pickups that were in the original Coronets, those New Yorker pickups,
Yep.
were called that because when Gibson bought Epiphone, they're like, okay, we now own the name Epiphone and everything associated with it. So we need you to pack up all the crap that's left over and send it to us. And so when they came out with the Coronet, what should we do for pickups? I don't know, is there anything left over from the Epiphone sale? Yeah, we have these like jazz box pickups. Yeah, use those up. And so they became known as New Yorker pickups because that's where they came from.
Epiphone was in New York?
Yes.
God damn. My memory is very Civ-like.
You've got the shrink brain.
Exactly. That's exactly right. The great thing with this show is that every time you tell me a fact, it's brand new. No matter how many times you tell me.
Yeah. But anyway, you asked when they switched to the rounded profile.
Yeah.
That was 1960.
Okay.
They added the P90s.
Yep.
No more New Yorkers.
Nope.
A pearl headstock logo. So that metal badge that had been on it, that's gone.
Every decision they made except for the P90 was wrong.
Yeah, they went with the symmetrical pickguard with the embossed letter E on it.
Mm-hmm.
In our case, that's a letter D.
Yep.
And so it's shortly after this point that our man Sonny is thinking, you know what I should do? I should have my own guitars. And so he starts setting that up. Not just with Gibson, but with Supro.
Yeah.
Hey, Supro, can you make me some guitars and put the name Dwight on them? So they did that, and he was renting, selling, or renting to own to the kids taking the lessons.
So when I saw this guitar and I saw the name,
Yes.
I 100% up until just like minutes ago was probably like, this is like a boutique dude today making these guitars. And then as I was sitting here looking and you were going into the story, I was still a little like, oh, they've reissued this thing a little bit. And now I'm looking at the guitar and there's a lot of like subtle wear on it. But the thing that's getting me is the pickguard is cracked. There's a tiny crack where that screw is.
Uh-huh.
Is this thing a Gibson made in 1960? Something?
Ding, 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 Ed.
Really?
This is an original made by the fellers in Kalamazoo, Epiphone Coronet, badged for our man Sonny.
That is
as
wild.
Dwight. So this is USA made in Kalamazoo to order for Sonny.
That is wild. Who did they do that for?
I don't know that they did it for anybody else.
Yeah, I have never heard of this.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Essentially a white label Gibson or Epiphone.
Wild.
As I mentioned, by the time he got around to ordering some of these, he had already approached Supro and they said yes.
So what did they make him?
Like a single cutaway, like the dual tone. Some of them had that mother of toilet seat on them.
Yeah. Cool.
Kind of thing.
Huh.
Gibson made for Sonny 2 batches. I guess he ordered in bulk. One in 1963.
Okay.
One in 1967.
Took him 4 years to sell them all.
Yeah.
And did another batch.
So total number of Coronets made for our man Sonny.
Yeah.
Across those 2 batches.
Yeah.
111.
Wow.
By 67, it was the 6 on a side tuners.
Yeah.
How many were in just the earlier version? Less than 111. So there aren't many of these floating around.
It's a 2-position tone knob?
Yeah.
Gibson did that?
I don't think they did. I wonder if that was like some request.
But that's original. That's not a mod that someone did. This guitar shipped with a switch.
Yes.
Crazy.
I'm going to show this to Ed just because it's too cool to believe. Sorry, viewers, but I found an old black and white picture from the early 60s at Sonny Shields Music in East St. Louis, Illinois, of a class.
Okay.
In the foreground of this photo I'm about to show Ed.
Don't tell me if it's a person.
It's a person, but it's nobody we know.
Okay.
It's a classroom full of kids.
Yep.
And in the foreground, they're playing this Dwight guitar.
That's crazy. That is some 1960s action.
Isn't that cool?
For sure.
They've got their Dwight Coronets.
That's sick.
Yeah, isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
So what's it sound like? Single P90. Our example has a fair amount of hum in it.
Mm-hmm.
But, it's a single coil, so it's got a sound to it, doesn't it?
Squawky. It's a little squawky. I like it.
like a punk rock machine.
The Coronet is just built to
Yeah.
slam.
I've seen examples, both sold and unsold, on Reverb, going for what seem like kind of dumb prices. Is that just because there are only like 111 of them? Does that confer some sort of intrinsic value?
What does a same year...
Like just regular Epiphone?
Yeah.
One? You want to hit us with that research, Edward?
Dwight and electric guitars. Holy shit.
What?
There's one
Yeah.
from a shop in Dayton, Ohio
Yeah, in the neighborhood.
for $14,000.
I'm going to just take a flyer and guess that they're not going to get that for it.
Oh, sure. How about we reverse the game, John?
Uh-huh.
How much is a 1962 Epiphone Coronet?
Wow.
You get to play a game.
Could it be as much as like 7? Man, I don't know.
There's one from our friends at Thunder Road Guitars
Yes?
for 72.
Oh,
There's one somewhere else for 79. There's one somewhere else for 93.
oh, okay. All right. I can totally see it because as we've mentioned ad nauseum, these things are
They're screamers.
They're the rock and roll
'em.
machines, man.
I love them. I'm not the biggest fan of Cherry. I would do what my good friend JFK did.
I regret nothing.
No. We talked about that Epiphone Coronet reissue,
Yes.
and I loved it, and you loved it.
Yes. It worked on me and worked on me and worked on me. So I scraped together some, what we call in the biz, trade bait.
Uh-huh. Yep.
And I got one.
I love it.
If you're telling me same year Epiphone at a minimum is like 7 and a Dwight is 14 or somebody's trying to get 14,
Yeah.
that can't be based on anything other than rarity
I would think so.
because they are the exact same instrument made in the exact same place by the same people. You've gone back to Sonny Shields Music in East St. Louis, Illinois in 1963. I'm going to choose to believe you did not land in the classroom where the sound of that breaking glass would have scared a bunch of youngsters.
I'm going back to 63, and I had a choice. I could either A, get a sick Dwight guitar,
Yeah.
or B, prevent the coordinated assassination of John F. Kennedy by the deep state.
Oh, well, that goes without saying.
And I chose to get the guitar.
Of course, you're not a monster.
No.
So there you are. You're trying to pretend that you're like, what are these kids, like 11?
Mm-hmm.
Just say you're tall for your age, whatever.
Yep.
Yeah. So you find one.
Mm-hmm.
You want to politely buy it.
Yeah.
How much is it going to be?
I bet it's like $153.
Well, I will tell you that it is the same as the Epiphone version. $120, which is $1,300 today.
Yeah.
Which in any event is way less than $6 or $7 grand.
Yeah. Where did you get this guitar?
I got this from Uncle Frank at thunderroadguitars.com.
Yeah.
This guitar and the matching Dwight tube amp.
Oh, no. Is in the reserve?
Yeah, Frank's Reserve.
Really?
Yeah.
Frank's a smart dude. He knows where the cool shit is.
Yeah.
Wow.
Whoever had this before Uncle Frank had pretty light strings on it
Yeah.
that your man JFK doesn't usually play.
Uh-huh. So this thing hasn't even been set up. Or...
It has not. Yeah,
Yeah.
just came in. I could play the hell out of a thing like this, Ed.
I think you did the right thing by going with that reissue, but this is super cool.
You gotta try it. Try and decide. Is it hello or goodbye? Buy or deny?
A slight modification, Ed,
Yeah.
because I think we both like this and it's a buy.
Yeah.
But if you were presented with same year, same color, could be black if you want, 2 guitars, one the Epiphone, one the Dwight.
Right.
Exact same thing.
Right.
Which
Yeah.
one do you want? Price doesn't matter. I'm asking Ed, which one do you want?
Yeah, I'd take the Dwight every day.
Yeah?
No question. Because I feel like if you held up an Epiphone Coronet, a 59 or a 60, I'm going to take the 59 every day.
Yes.
Every single
Yes.
day.
Me too.
And I don't know that I would ever specifically go out of my way to buy this model of Coronet.
Right.
This is not the body style I would want. Oh, here's the question,
Okay.
right? I have two guitars.
Yes.
I have a Dwight, that one,
Uh-huh.
1963 Dwight, or a 59 Coronet.
59.
Yeah. But if it were two 1963, one is an Epiphone, one is a Dwight, exact same guitar, exact same price.
I'd probably take the Dwight.
Yeah.
Why not?
I would 100%. Without a question, I would take the Dwight.
Yeah.
For sure. The Dwight heads, no. They're out there.
Yeah. Dwight heads.
100%. This is, to me, just like top tier guitar. It's way up there in the coolest guitars we've done. Who owns Gibson in 63? It's like Suits at that point.
Under Ted.
Yeah. So I wonder if it is totally that Dwight was just a cool dude and he totally was like, hey, I'm teaching music to a new generation of kids and I need an inexpensive guitar. Could you make us a guitar and badge it just so I can sell it to these kids? I bet any rando guitar shop off the street goes to Gibson and says, hey, could you put Chicago Music Exchange on the headstock? Whatever. They're going to say no.
Yeah.
Maybe it's purely the fact that he was doing it for kids.
Maybe there's something personal in it because
Yeah, like did
he's
Ted
in
and-
Illinois, Ted's
Yeah.
in Illinois. I wonder if
Right.
did they know each other? Were they
Right.
in the army together? Who knows? I mean,
Yeah. It's for the children.
that's right.
Wu-Tang and Dwight, they're
Yeah.
for the children.
Yeah, I believe the children are the future.
Exactly. And so did Dwight, and so did Ted.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to take pictures of this. Looks like a coronet, but I'll make sure to highlight the embossed D on the pickguard,
Big D.
as well as the silk screened Dwight on the headstock.
Mm-hmm.
And this one is in amazing shape. It's got like one ding
When-
on the back of the
Yeah.
headstock. That's it.
When you showed it to me, like I said, I thought it was just some new builder. Congrats, Uncle Frank.
Yeah, Uncle Frank with the new guitar.
We should get on the horn with the boys over there at the Ruinous Media Network of music-related podcasts.
Yes.
Let them know we've been shilling all their other podcasts, and while we're telling them that we've been doing that, maybe we can get them to get on the horn with Hewitt.
Get on the beverage can.
Get on the horn with Poppy,
Yeah,
maybe some Athletic.
athletic.
What the hell, guys?
Yeah.
I know they're busy counting the Benjis over there. but maybe take a break.
Yeah,
Cool. Should we come back next week?
I think we should come back next week and do another one.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Mahalo.
Oh, bye.
Bye.